how do you work in Europe? How do you work abroad? How do you work in America? This is one question we get from a lot of company secretary students. In fact, I've had even questions about how to work in South Korea. Thank God they did not ask North Korea. Maybe people are watching too much of K-drama and that is why they want to work in Korea. But in this video, I'll tell you some reality checks. And what better place to talk about this than from Europe? Yes. So I'm sitting in Europe. I've come on a personal visit. And there are a lot of things which I learned on this journey about working abroad. Not only as a company secretary, but for any field. But since all of you are company secretary students, this will be very, very relevant for you. So make sure you watch this video till then. Of course, you know me, but just in case if you're new, I am Company Secretary Alok. I've been in practice as a company secretary way back from 2011. And also, we are running Ekcel Academy from 2011. So, in Europe, especially in Europe, if I have to tell you, generally there is an anti-immigrant sentiment. So, no matter what field you want to work in, you want to be a company secretary, chartered accountant, software, finance, MBA, any other technical field, generally there is an anti-immigrant sentiment. What does that mean? So, people in Europe want to give jobs for their local population. They really don't want outsiders to come, but they do want outsiders for things which they cannot do. So please understand this. As a company secretary student, first thing you should know is that in Europe or in America, company secretary as a course is not recognized. Yes, there is a lot of company secretary work, but they don't call it company secretary. Most of it is corporate governance and sustainability meetings. So they have different names for it. And usually it is the finance people or some of the law firms or lawyers who do these jobs. But does that mean that you can never come to Europe or US or some other country? No. That is why please hear me out in this video. Let me give you a complete picture. So let's understand a big picture, big context. First thing is that you need to realize that people want you for certain skills. People want you for certain skills. I'll give you a big picture. Especially in Europe and Australia and America and obviously Canada. This is where the maximum Indians go for jobs abroad. It could be in software. It could be in any field. Right now, Europe and US, they don't want new people coming in except for things which they cannot do themselves. Best example is doctors. Doctors are always in demand. Medical doctors are always in demand because there is a huge need for trained professionals, and protecting the health of the citizens of any country is the top priority for the country. So if you see US, for example, there are a lot of doctors in US. Who are Indian origin. Similarly, in some other countries, this is there. And now the latest trend is actually that if you look at let us say farming. In abroad, many people are not able to do farming. The older farmers are getting retired. The younger people are not coming into farming. And generally, population is very, very less in these countries. So let me give you one example. So right now, I'm sitting here in Denmark. Denmark is a Nordic country. The whole population of this country of Denmark, 60 lakh or 6 million people. That's all. So for example, I live in Bangalore. And in Bangalore, population itself, official figures itself is some 1.5 crore. So that is like almost 2.5 Denmarks will make one Bangalore. And this is one whole country, right? So they do need people. So if you look at Italy, for example, most of the farmers right now are actually from Punjab. Can you believe it? Just go look at online. Punjabi farmers, Sardarjis in Italy, you'll get an idea. So they need farmers, so they took them. So understand this point. Go and learn a skill which they want and they don't have. So as a company secretary, let me first tell you again, India has the maximum opportunities right now. But if you are a farmer, yes, there is a lot of opportunities abroad. If you will not believe, blue collar workers like what? Plumber, electrician, fitter, all people work in factories. There is a huge demand in Europe right now. Yes. In fact, I have incorporated a company in India, which is a subsidiary of a Poland company. So we got contact from one consultant in India who wanted to help a Polish company, a company from Poland who wanted to set up in Bangalore. And what are they doing? They are basically hiring people who are factory workers, because in Poland you don't have enough factory workers, and it is looked down as a low-end job, and local population don't want to do it. They don't have enough population. So this is one thing. So carpenter, plumber, farmer, these kind of things have high demand right now. Apart from this, if you have some very specific technical skill, let us say in finance or something else, it could be investment banking, it could be even if you want to say relating to company law, the local laws of each country, only then you have opportunity. So the bottom line is, understand in simple words, you will get a job only for the jobs which the local population don't want to do, or they don't have enough people. See, doctor is a very high paid job and very well respected job, but there are not enough doctors. That is why they need doctors, right? So these are the things you need to understand. Second aspect which you need to know is that, see, expenses are very huge. I have met a lot of Indians here, both in Germany, in Denmark, and in some other places on my trip over here. Lot of Indians are in different fields. There are some people who are working in very big banks, people are working in software companies, people are working in finance, people are working even in odd jobs like having a small shop. Then I met somebody who was at the airport as an airport staff. Lot of Indians. So everybody says one thing, that, see, expenses are very huge. More than 50-60% of income goes for rent. Of course, remember that if you're in a high-paying job in a very big company, it doesn't matter whichever country you are. But if you're coming from India and if you get into an entry-level job or a basic or even a mid-level job, most of your income goes into rent. And worst of it, it is not easy to get a place for rent also. So if you meet somebody and they have to pay like sometimes 40 to 50% of their income is into rent. So just imagine somebody is earning 100 rupees, just for example. So in 100 rupees, let us say 40 rupees is rent. Okay. And next biggest thing in foreign countries, especially Europe, is taxation, income tax. We say Indian tax is more, but here it is huge. It is anywhere between 30 to 50%. Each country is different, and it's very, very very high. So imagine if 100 rupees you're earning, 40 rupees goes in rent. Another 40 rupees goes in taxes, income tax. So in 100 rupees, 80 rupees is gone. Then obviously you have to live, you need to eat food, you need to travel. So you really can't save much if you're in an entry-level job. Please remember, even if you're in Europe, US, Australia, and if you're in a high-level job, yes, you can save money, you can do everything. But in entry-level jobs, this is a problem. So as a company secretary student, you may be thinking, what am I telling? It's not connected to company secretary. It is. Please understand that it is a wrong notion, wrong aspiration as a company secretary student to think that your life will be better abroad. It is not true. In fact, India has the highest opportunities. And for company secretaries, the growth is also India. You can work for foreign companies sitting in India. All the MNCs you can work as a company secretary sitting in India. You're earning very high in Indian standards, correct? And your expenses are in India. Imagine, as a company secretary with, let us say, 5 to 6 years of experience, if you can earn even 10 to 12 lakhs per annum, 10 to 12 lakhs per annum, which is like 1 lakh per month if you can earn. I'm telling minimum. People earn much more. I'm telling you very, very minimum. Even if you have a luxury life, you will not be spending even 50-60% of your total income for your taxes, for your basic expenses, for rent. Even if you pay rent, even if you're not in your own house or with parents or something, still you will be saving a lot of money, and you have the freedom to be in India, and you can work for global companies. So this is the reality which everybody should understand. So taxes are very huge, rent is very, very expensive, and other emotional things like missing India and not having family once you're abroad. These problems are there. So this message is especially for students who feel that abroad is something magical and we should go get a job abroad as a company secretary or anything else. It is not true if you're in an entry-level job or mid-level job. If you're in a high-paying job, no matter which country you are, it really doesn't matter. And people think that, oh, in abroad, even if I earn, let us say, 3,000 euros, that is almost like 2.5 lakhs per month. But remember, your expenses also are in euros. So what is the use of earning a basic salary in Europe, which is, let us say, 3,000 euros, which is like a very, very basic salary? You will not even be saving 100 euros. That means you're not even saving 10,000 rupees, which doesn't make any sense. So that is the reason why I made this video. It is not as easy as you think. And please don't have an imagination that something is magical abroad. It is not true. There are a lot of good opportunities in India, especially for company secretaries. So I would wish you to have that aspiration, study hard, finish the company secretary course, and work for MNCs in India, and work for foreign companies sitting in India, earn a very good high salary in India, and have a great life. So if you're so particular, no, I have to go to foreign, I have to go to America, I have to go to Europe, I have to go to Australia, then try to learn some specific skill with the local population are not doing, or they don't have the people who do that particular work, right? So this is what I wanted to tell. India is huge. I'm telling you guys, especially after coming here, I'm telling you the opportunities we have in India is amazing. Here, everything looks good and different environment and all of that. So it looks good, but looking good does not make a good life. So if you want to have a great life, nothing like India, that much I can definitely tell you, especially for professionals. As a company secretary, you will be in the top 1%. See, in India, we have 140 crore people. In 140 crore people, 100 crore people earn less than 2 lakhs per year for the whole family. Let us say there is father, mother and 2 children. Everyone together, they earn less than 2 lakhs for the whole year. 100 crore Indians are in that category. So if you are a company secretary, you will be in the top 1% Indian. You will be in the top 1 crore Indians who earn more than 10 to 15 lakhs per annum as a household income in your entry-level job itself, in your first 3 to 4 years of company secretary. Imagine if you're a company secretary for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, with that experience, how much you'll be earning. You will be in the top 0.5% or top 0.1% of Indians. Do you want to be in the bottom 90% in USA, Canada, Europe, Australia, or do you want to be in the top 0.1% in India? That is the question which you need to ask yourself. What you can do is work in India, earn in India, enjoy in India. You want to go abroad, come for a trip. Like I have come for a trip, now come for a trip, enjoy and go back. And that is the best thing you can do. And I would really wish you to study hard. And if you want to know anything about company secretary course, please do get in touch with us. We are always there to help you. If you have any more questions about the things which I told in this video, let me know in the comments and I will be happy to reply.